Hello everyone, Alyssa Reynolds here, talking to you today all about how to build your intuition. Everybody has intuition, and everybody says they've got it at different levels. Some people say they are super intuitive, and some people say that they really aren't at all. Wherever you feel you are on that spectrum, you can build it up further. What is intuition after all, but tuning into your energy and the energies all around you, just as if you were a musical instrument. So what I've got today are 6 different ways that you can strengthen your intuition so that you can tap into more what you're actually feeling when you're faced with a particular decision, or when you know you've got a bunch of energy around you and you're trying to pick up, is it my angel team, or is it an ascended master, is it a loved one? What energy are you picking up? So all these different methods you may already be doing unconsciously, and some you may also be doing just as part of your regular spiritual practice. So let's get on in and talk about all of these fantastic methods. So, first off is watching the clouds, looking at walls, looking at floors, looking at ceilings. I don't know about you, but anytime I look at some sort of pattern, whether it's patterns of clouds in the sky, or on a wall, or on a floor, or on a ceiling, I see different shapes. I always have, and I've made it a game ever since I was quite little to find different shapes in environments around me and to tell little stories. How is this helping your intuition? It is tuning you into what is beyond the physical, literal reality. Because you can look at a cloud and say, yes, that is a cloud. That's the literal reality. That's your 3D reality. But going a step further, look at that cloud and what does it look like to you? How does it feel to you? A cloud may look like a ship to someone, and then another person may look at that same cloud and they may say, no, that's a hippo to me. That is your different perceptions. That is you tuning into your different frequencies, or the frequencies of the cloud, or so much different energies around you, to sense what is that cloud feeling like to me when I look at it. And another thing that you can be doing, that you may already be doing, is people watching. Now, I don't mean going and staring at people. No, let's keep this all polite and know our boundaries. But if you're in a lineup, if you're sitting in a cafe, I'm sure you've looked at somebody before and thought, oh, they look sad, they seem angry, they are very intelligent, or they're very gentle, and you're giving different terms to those people. Now, what you want to do to start building your intuition more, rather than just logically thinking, okay, based on the different objects they have on their table at the cafe here, they must be a student or they must be a writer. How does that person feel when you look at them? Do they feel happy? Do they feel excited? Do they feel focused? Do they feel nervous? Do they feel worried? That is tuning into that person's frequency, which is, again, how you can be building your intuition, because you're starting to pick up what feeling are you getting from different people. Another caveat though, just be aware of your boundaries as well. We are all empathetic to different levels, and you want to make sure that when you're around people that you're aware of what your emotions, what your energy is, and what that person's energy is, so that you're not taking on their energies and emotions. You're sitting back and you're observing them. All right, now some of the other practices that you may be doing that are definitely more practice-based. There's 4 more. First one is meditating. So most of you may already be doing this, and if you're not, definitely get started with it. It's got so many benefits beyond just helping with tuning your intuition more. But ultimately, why is meditation coming up on this list of building your intuition? Because the act of meditating means you are setting aside your ego. You're setting aside that logic brain, that 3D way of thinking, and you're just being in the moment. You are tuning into how you're feeling. And feeling is really energy. And since intuition is all about energy, that's where meditation is so important. Now, the second thing, building off of meditation, which some of you may also be doing, is visualization. What do I mean by visualization? I mean, after your meditation, or before your meditation, stare at a candle and just soft gaze and let your logic side just fall away. Let your 3D reality way of thinking fall away. Just focusing on the candle, and let whatever comes to mind come to mind. It may be emotions, it may be words, it may be images. Then the next step with visualization, once you've gotten to the point where staring at the candle, you can tune out your physical reality and just pick up certain emotions, words, or images. Close your eyes and imagine an orange or an apple or the candle flame, whatever you resonate with, whatever you feel drawn to imagining, but making it something round, simple, straightforward. And visualize that in your mind and focus your attention on that in your mind. And once you've gotten to a point where you feel comfortable with imagining that object in your mind to the point where it feels completely real, where you get a sense of its shape, its size, its existence as if it was a 3D object and not just something in your head, start expanding your awareness to your body and its location within wherever you are sitting, whatever you're sitting on, whatever pieces of furniture are around you. Expand your awareness to that room that you're in or that space that you're in, and then spread it out further and further and further over multiple practices of meditation until you are comfortable enough closing your eyes and casting your mind out down a couple streets away, or maybe over to the countryside outside of the city you're in, or maybe if you're in the countryside over to a city that's nearby, and spreading that out to the point where you feel like you are standing in a space that is 5-10 streets away from where you literally are. And the fourth thing is a dual practice, which really depends on what things you have around your house and what you're resonating with. And that is a practice of using cards. It can be playing cards, it can be oracle cards, angel cards, tarot cards, and pulling a card off the top, and in your mind, tune into the card, feel the card. What is the color that first pops into your head? Flip the card over and you'll see, okay, whatever color popped into your head, maybe it's the exact color of the card, maybe it's a different one. What I would recommend for using cards is that you start out with cards that are not too artistically detailed. Make sure that they're relatively straightforward and simplistic, which is where playing cards work really, really well because they don't have too many colors or shapes on them. Or stepping back to just using simple objects. So a bucket of colored balls of the same size and shape, or those plastic hollow Easter eggs, or little marbles, or strips of paper that are all the same size, and pulling those out. And again, with your eyes closed, sensing what's the color of this object I've just pulled out. And what I want to say about this particular practice is if you pull a card and the first color that comes to mind is green, but when you flip the card over, the card is mostly purple, that doesn't mean that you're wrong at all. It just means that your senses were tuning into something else around you that is green, which is where having cards that are relatively uniform can certainly help in the beginning. But again, you are never, ever, ever wrong when you are doing any sort of practice of tuning your intuition. Because again, we are energy and everything around us is energy. And it's so easy to pick up something else that we maybe didn't intend on picking up, which is where tuning your intuition is so important and why I am doing this video today, because I do hear a lot of people talking about how they're never quite sure if what they're sensing is really what they're sensing. So you are never, ever, ever wrong with your intuition, with that gut feeling, but you can certainly practice and tune it to make it absolutely on point, and know that when you are zoning into energies around one particular person, that you can pinpoint exactly what those energies are, and know that what you're picking up is not maybe the energies of another person who's nearby, or maybe the energies that are around you, but the energies on the person that you are directing your focus to. So, if you guys have any questions or have just any comments at all, feel free to put them down in the comments section below. And if you resonate with my material, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the little bell so that you are alerted for whenever I do post a video. I generally post on Saturdays and Sundays, occasionally on Wednesdays. So a wonderful, wonderful Saturday, or into a Sunday, wherever you may be in the world, just a wonderful, wonderful day or evening. I wish for all of you, and I will see you tomorrow. I will be channeling Athena, and I am so excited for it. Goodbye for now.